Welcome back to Goal Markets. This is episode 2, and tonight the board is all about one thing: reading the rhythm of a match before the first whistle. Not chasing miracles, not pretending every ticket is a lock, just 4 goal lines and 4 very different football stories. We've got one cup tie that screams patience, one title game that looks built for control, one Swedish matchup that could open right up, and one Italian playoff final where the line is low enough that we do not need fireworks, just 2 good moments. So let's get into it. We start in Argentina with Barracas Central against Huracan, and this is the kind of Undervertinger that does not need a dramatic sales pitch. The official Copa Argentina preview says Barracas got here after a 2-2 draw with Temperley and a penalty shootout win, while Huracan moved on with a 2-1 win over Olimpo. But the real reason this line makes sense is the shape of the matchup itself. Only one of the last 8 meetings between these clubs has gone over 2.5 goals. Barracas' league matches this season are averaging just 1.88 total goals. Huracans are averaging 2.0, and both clubs are north of 60% for under 2.5 in their current league samples. Add in the cup angle, add in Huracan's long run without conceding in this round, and this looks like a match where every goal carries weight. So the call here is under 2.5, and the tone is simple. This one feels more like chess than chaos. Next stop, Colombia. And now the mood changes because this is a final first leg Junior against Atletico Nacional. Di Mayor confirms the path here. Junior survived Independiente Santa Fe on penalties after a 1-1 aggregate semifinal, and Atletico Nacional beat Deportes Tolima 4-1 on aggregate to punch their ticket. That tells you something straight away. Junior had to grind to get here. Nacional had the bigger semifinal, but even with their stronger attack, the line on your card is not under 2.5, it is under 3.5. And that is an important difference. Historically, only about a quarter of the last 46 meetings between these sides have gone over 3.5. Junior are under that mark in 83% of their current league matches, and Nacional are under it in 74% overall and 83% away from home. Yes, Nacional can score in bursts. They have 48 goals in 23 league matches, but finals, especially first legs, rarely reward the team that loses its head first. So this is not a prediction of a cagey 0-0. It is a read that the game is more likely to finish inside 3 goals than explode into a 5-goal track meet. Under 3.5 is the call, and the script writes itself. Respect the stage, respect the tension, and let the game come to you. From there, we flip completely and head to Sweden for FC Rosengard against Angelholms FF. Rosengard come in 5th, Angelholms are down in 14th. And the recent trend line is the part that jumps off the page. Rosengard have won their last 3 league matches, and all 3 of those went over 2.5. They have also conceded in 13 straight home league games, which is exactly the kind of stat that keeps an over alive, even if the favorite does most of the heavy lifting. Angelholms, meanwhile, are winless in 11 of their last 12 league matches, but they are not completely toothless. Their recent away sample shows them scoring 2 goals per game, even while their overall defensive numbers remain shaky. Head-to-head, 6 of the last 9 meetings between these clubs have cleared 2.5. So this is the board's pace-up play. It is the market where the script can breathe a little, where you can let the energy rise, because the data says there is a better chance of space, mistakes, and momentum swings than there is in the 2 unders earlier in the show. Over 2.5 is the angle. And of all 4 picks, this is the one that feels most like it can get there before the tension really has time to settle in. We close in Italy with Union Brescia against Ascoli, first leg of the Series C playoff final. Ascoli's official site places the opening leg at the Rigamonti, with the return a few days later at the Del Duca, and that first leg setup matters because it tells you not to get greedy. This is why the over 1.5 line is smarter than asking for 3 or 4. Brescia reached the final through a 1-1 draw away to Salernitana and then a 2-0 win at home, with Sky's report crediting Crespi early and Vito in stoppage time. Ascoli's rout was louder, 4-0 over Catania in the first leg, then a 2-1 defeat away that still got the job done. The current playoff numbers are modest but useful. The matchup page has both sides at 60% for over 1.5 in this playoff sample, Union Brescia at 2.2 home points per game, and Ascoli at 1.67 away points per game. Ascoli themselves are averaging 1.5 goals scored and only 0.5 conceded per playoff match. So the sell here is not that this game will turn wild. The sell is that the bar is low. 1 goal changes the entire emotional temperature of a first leg final, And from there, the second usually feels live. Over 1.5 is the disciplined play, not the glamorous one, and sometimes that is exactly what the board needs. So that is the episode 2 card. No fake certainty, no superhero language, just a research board and a clear read on how these games are likely to breathe. This is Goal Markets. Stay sharp, trust the process more than the hype, and let the numbers do the talking.